Nobody can predict. And I was just saying to Rob that I would rather err on the side of the possibility.
Right.
So, I mean, this woman is, I mean, you know, it seems kind of miraculous, and that obviously has to affect her memory and her brain, because she's learning new exercises, she's moving, you know, her circulation is better, and she's socializing with, you know, large groups of people in nature.
Some of the research showed that moderate exercise was better for a senior population in terms of the increase. Now, this was a population that had been sedentary. So they embarked on a program of moderate exercise, and they demonstrated that their memory was improved after a period of time with this moderate exercise. There was a control group that did not exercise. Then there was a population that did much more strenuous exercise. The same population, but the experiment was about much more strenuous exercise. And in that situation, the memory did not improve as much. So it was very interesting that there was there's a threshold, that there's a certain amount that works, and then you can go overboard, and then it's not as if that's going to make a huge difference in terms of improvement. So I think that what that indicates is that you want to do a moderate amount. But one of the things that I think is in the back of my mind as I talk about this is that I know that if I fall back and I'm not doing the exercise I need to, I have a tendency and a desire to go into the gym and just exercise so fast and so hard as if to make up for what I haven't done. And that's not really the issue. The issue is to have the moderate exercise and to have it in a regular pace. So that's what brought me to the issue of, you know, how much exercise someone would do.
I just came from a week-long conference about exercise. The theme was exercise is medicine. And what the conclusion was, it cost me a lot of money to hear that. Walking. I mean, that's it. Walking. And it's not even called exercise. Physical activity, that's actually the name. And that is less threatening. Exercise and gym, a lot of people are like, no way. I mean, that's not...
They're not going.
Physical activity or walking. Although walking is for some people also not an option, but activity, walking or biking. I want to give you one exercise before you have 5 minutes, right? I want to give you one exercise before you go. So 2.5 hours a week.
That's all?
Minimum. That's the minimum.
2.5
hours a week active. Getting your heart rate up, getting the blood flowing, walking, plus, besides, some strength training.
Right.
Does it get your heart rate up?
A bit. But you want to have it a little more. So, a goal is to go 3 miles an hour.
That's really
walking. That is pretty fast. It is almost like speed walking. But it is a goal where people can work toward. So you start with a baseline.
It's very, very good. I just want to say, while you're saying that, my feet are going. So I have to figure out something else, because my feet are not like they're not the way they were. And I can adjust for my arches that are falling. And maybe I can go have surgery on my bunions, I don't know. But that's why I want to switch over to bike riding. So I really appreciate the business about walking, because that's what I've been doing. You know, my whole life I've been walking a lot. It was a really good exercise for me. So I just want to say that sometimes walking doesn't work, but I notice I noticed that right now we're at a juncture. So I want Rob to do an exercise because you're saying that you have to leave and he's saying he wants you to stay so he can show you this exercise. Does anybody mind if we do an exercise
No.
right now?
That'd be great.
Well, you got, yeah, okay. I mean, actually, and that is the next thing. I mean, it has to do with the brain, too. So you can stay seated. You're not going to jump or... You can, no, 1 minute. Come on.
Come on, come on.
Relax.
Do it. Come on, you can do this. Come on. Come on.
Okay.
This is for you.
For some,
This is for you.
no,
Especially for you.
first you put a thumb up.
It's not 7 yet.
A thumb.
Thumb.
One thumb.
You can do that.
Okay, now you put the thumb down and you point your finger.
I'm tired.
That's it. Thumb, pointer. Thumb,
Not that easy.
thumb, pointer. This is a great exercise for dexterity for the hands. Okay, now we're going to put the brain to it. Now first let's do the other hand. You started automatically with the hand that is easy for you. I started automatically. I'm a lefty, I started with my left hand. Probably when you're a righty, you start with your right hand. So now do the other hand. It's maybe not so easy. Thumb,
It's not easy.
pointer.
No, because we never do this.
Thumb, pointer.
Helen is having no trouble.
It's easier with my left hand.
Okay.
Are you
So now-
left-handed?
I'm
Thumb,
right-handed, but it's easier with
thumb.
Thumb.
Now point with your other hand to your thumb.
Okay.
Okay, that's easy, right? But now change.
Okay.
Change.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay, and change.
It's not easy to do
I
this.
definitely can't do that.
You can.
No.
I mean, you can learn. So now the brain is involved. My brain is already, I can skip my brain. I've done this enough to kind of,
Did you say that you could skip your brain?
yeah, I skip my brain.
What
So
do you
then
mean
you take
skip
this
your
home.
brain?
Yes, I will.
Take this home.
This is hard.
Thank you for coming.
Thank you for coming.
Good night.
Good night.
Good night.
Right? Okay.
Yeah, okay, that's fine.
Why is it so hard? It's stupid.
I mean,
It is.
It's stupid. I mean,
it's-
We never,
is-
we never
it
had
is-
our
it
hands.
should-
It's-
it is
it's
recorded.
recorded.
It's a learning a skill. It's a learning. So that is when the brain comes in too. I mean,
Teaches the brain new
in
things.
order to keep the brain active,
This is a stimulation
expand,
of the brain.
you want the brain to challenge. So
Work.
this is I look for physical challenges for the brain. This is
what?
one of the things I found. Lumosity is another program that stimulates the brain, but that is with colors and questions and problem solving. That doesn't really involve physical activity. So I was looking for physical activity. That was the most simple one to start with, although it's not simple, but it's something to. You can do it anywhere.
Not anywhere.
Okay, so you can practice that. So and then when you have this, you go to the next level. Pointer,
Yeah.
other hand, the pinky. Oh, let's say with one hand. So the pointer, and then you change it to the pinky.
Okay.
Pointer, pinky.
Okay.
Pointer, pinky.
This I can do.
Okay, now the other hand. The hand you don't use
Stupid
that
hand.
much. Pointer, pinky. Pointer. You only want to see one finger, right?
Right.
No thumb sticking up or anything. Pointer.
Does it help in your brain to
What?
say, does it help in your brain to say index?
Anything what helps
Whatever
you.
works.
If that's how it works for you, if that's how you learn, that's how you learn.
Everybody learns their own way.
That's how everybody has their own way of learning things. So if that's how you learn, you learn.
Okay.
But you learn, so your brain is working to learn this
But
particular
sometimes
skill.
the brain gets in the way, like when you're learning a dance step, sometimes it's better to not.
Okay.
Whatever works.
So,
I'm
but,
just curious.
so everybody finds their own way of how you learn a skill. So now, start again with the pointer, and now point with the other, with the pinky. And change.
Hang on there.
Oh, God. Okay, okay. This is brilliant. What do we think good of this? Is that you? Did you think of this?
What?
Is this yours?
No. Found it on
A
YouTube.
lot of these are online.
I found it on YouTube.
Yeah, but it's
This
very hard to
funky
learn them
British
online
guy
fast.
who does it.
Yeah,
Okay.
I mean, you all know this one, right? At the head, rub the belly.
Yes.
right.
Took me
I mean, that's a
3 years to
classic.
learn to do that. Right.
That's a
I
classic.
practiced
So
that.
that is
for-
easy.
I practiced that one.
Now go the other way around.
Oh yeah, I didn't know that. There was another one. Oh my God! 2 more years.
Change hands. So you all went for the easy way. So now change hands.
Oh my God! You son of a
You
bitch.
see, your
Oh
hand
my
starts to
God.
pat your belly. No, it's rub your belly, pet your head.
Yeah.
So in the morning, I'm going to be doing this. And God's going to come down and say, "This is why I gave you
So
life."
those classic things, they come back in the context of. So there's one more thing. So there was this one, right?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So and if you have this one,
Wait.
and then there's the next level. Your pointer and your pinky on one hand.
Yeah.
Now stay with one hand, and then you bring them in and you bring the middle fingers out. The middle.
Oh, they needed a sit.
Yeah.
So you really also work the dexterity of your hands.
And
You
you
stretch.
So basically, though, Rob,
Yeah.
the reason this is helpful for the brain is because it's stimulating something that we don't usually do.
It's novel.
You're making your brain do new
Neuroplasticity.
stuff.
It's
And what you're doing is
Isn't
you're creating
it so?
new connections.
Right.
You make new.
Yeah.
Yes.
So there's something that I want to say, and then I would like for you to continue.
the baseline. You said
No,
that
no,
the
I mean,
walking
there's not
the
much
baseline.
to it.
That's where you left off.
Well, no, really. I want
Yeah, but-
the thing that I want to just say briefly is the whole business with exercise. I'm turning over the thing. The whole thing with exercise and the brain. I realize that there's things to do to create new pathways in the brain because it's new and it's an exercise, and that is like brain training almost.
Yeah.
There are certain things that you can do to really train the brain, and then the general exercise increases the blood flow to
Yeah.
the brain and oxygenates the brain and makes it more available for the training, but also more available for memory in general. And those two things seem to me to need to be differentiated.
Did they mention laughter yoga?
So far,
Oxygen to the brain.
that laughter yoga will definitely do that. Okay.
Could you go back
That's
now?
Thank you.
That's great.
Could you go back now? You say you're talking about you walking quickly, and then a baseline, and then you were going somewhere with that. Creating a baseline.
Okay.
These are good. I think we should do more.
Let's have a little. I need to get my presentation. I mean, this is very simple, but I want to have you. In the meantime, you can stand up, stretch, get a cup of coffee or tea or a cookie or some fruit, water.
That's exercise, right? Food. Refrigerator. Oh.
I don't know what you did, but you.
Now, what I did, I had done before. I worked in that.
Spent many years in Brooklyn. I love this. I love the food.
Yeah, that's right.
Well, especially the middle fingers. Try to see switch.
This is it. I mean, do you get something? I'm not gonna.
That's the good news, because it's a novel.
Okay. It's okay. No, forget about it. I can do it. I mean, it was simple.
I'm sorry.
Okay.
It worked before.
Yeah, I know. I mean,
Different.
yeah, that's okay.
You're doing good things, right?
No. What you were saying, way back when, whatever kills a human being kills a whole world. The way I look at it is, I used to be more introverted, more quiet myself. You have the house, do a sound, of course, the country.
No, this is the first one I've been to. Well, I want to start coming to these meetings. I'm actually geriatric. They were supposed to see what they need out there. Yeah, I just left a client's house and he said, get me a calendar so I can see.
So they're right there.
Yeah, I
You got them?
Okay. A lot of my clients involved and meetings.
Okay. Oh, you got something?
A good number. But most, I have 4 clients that are in facilities, not necessarily all one. I don't know when all clients, a good amount that are. Now, I would say my age range is probably anywhere from
They went to.
I don't know.
So they were, and they were allowed to have service between them, and they were prisoners, and they would crochet,
not in the whole, but
in general, they had dinners together, where the common soldier was being that poor, they were down all the cities.
I am
Very, very interesting.
I've always done
Yeah, it's fascinating.
geriatric. It's not
Okay, let's continue. Okay. I put in some music. Gonna move. Do you want to get the blood flow? Or do you have to move? You can sit. You can sit. So, you can sit. So I just because officially you have to leave. Okay. Then you sign in. Please sign in. And just please take the brochure. Okay, good. So this is empowering ethical elders. So I do in elder groups exercise activities, and a lot of things we do seated. Doesn't mean you cannot get your heart rate up. So, and that is one thing. You sit and you walk. So you need good music for that. ABBA, for one thing, brings memories back, right? If you want to do it a little bit more intense, then you hop, as if you jump rope. You can do double Dutch.
Oh my God.
That's because Rob's Dutch.
Double Dutch.
At a table.
And then you can work your feet in and out.
I wish I had to, because at a table every day when I'm there, senior fitness size, because that's the one that's there.
Walk it out.
And it's the same table all the time. I wish I would do something different, but it's not full like that.
This, what's his name with the fluffy hair? Guy?
Maxwell Gladwell.
No.
Malcolm Gladwell.
Okay, then you step out. In and out.
Writer.
So you can do a lot of activities while you sit. You don't have to get up. If you have difficulties to move around, hop around, then you do it like this.
Little Betty's fitness is the table, senior fitness size.
No. I mean,
It's the same table.
it's the same. It's all the same stuff. But what you can also add to this is the left brain, right brain. So that is another aspect. Okay, let's. The heart's going, the blood is flowing. Left brain, right brain. That's another aspect of brain. What you see out there. Left hemisphere, right hemisphere. The left side is the more rational, logical, problem-solving, straight, male, yang part. There is the other part, the artistic, the feeling, the emotional, emphatic, right brain. Female, yin. Most in this society, the male side, the logical, the right. I mean, I'm messing up.
Male is left.
The male is the left side.
Wait. You got me mixed up. Which is the left? Which is the straight one?
I mean, it's in my presentation, and I.
It doesn't matter.
The left is the
That's it.
rational and
Okay.
logical.
Okay, so anyway, so that's this off balance. The male side is we go for numbers, we go for stats. Okay, there we go. The whole thing. Hold on. And let's play. Okay. Okay, here it is. Left brain is the logical, analytical, rational, objective, male. Yang. Right brain, creative. Okay, so the first exercise that also gets balanced out both sides. Another way of balancing out is crossing the midline. Here's the midline. Okay. So while you do this, you walk and then you cross. Very simple. Cross over. And then you follow with your eyes, your hands, crossing over. Your head is not moving, only your eyes, following your hands. They also use those exercises for kids in school who are unfocused,
Okay.
who have attention deficit syndrome.
Yeah. You know right away. You know right away whether or not
And
they're
walk again. Put it on. Vibrate.
No, this is good because getting used to focusing with background noise is good for the brain also. That's an exercise.
So in every class I teach, I usually bring in some crossover moves. This, it can be. So what goes opposite. So another challenge for the brain is you do one move, and then you do
the opposite.
Okay, now I'm change. While your feet keep going. Right. And then you side, up, side, and your legs keep going. So you do complicated moves, okay, at the same time. So there's another thing. So this is the brain. So walking. Walking. Another one, and that is Beverly's and Stephen and my fun and expertise, Tai Chi. So I would like to do a little bit of Tai Chi with you guys. Because that is the ultimate, I think, the ultimate complexity for the brain and the body to work as a workout. Tai Chi focuses, you work on your breathing, and you work on complex moves together. Lower body, upper body. So there's a lot of work going on, physically and learning the skill. So, we have to put the chairs a little out to the side. This is also a standing activity.
Okay.
More than this. You can put this way. Okay. So we have 3 Tai Chi experts here. Beverly is here. Okay, so first it's about breathing, right? And you breathe with your diaphragm. Stand and your knees a little bit like sink the left hand on your belly, and now when you breathe in, you push your belly. When you breathe out, pull your belly. Breathing in, expanding. Breathing out. So that is another thing that we need to learn, a lot of us, to reverse our breathing pattern. If you want to have, especially when you get older, you need all the oxygen you can get, right? For going up the stairs, or whatever. If we constrict ourselves, if we don't use the full capacity of our lungs, we're in trouble. And one way to not using our full capacity of our lungs is by chest breathing. So we have to learn, a lot of us, belly breathing. And that is expanding your belly, then you breathe in, push your belly out, and contract your belly, then you breathe out. What happens is that you use your diaphragm. Diaphragm, the pancake muscle under your lungs, goes down, and you breathe in. So it expands the lungs, sucks the air in. But underneath the organs have to go somewhere, and the diaphragm goes down. So it pushes everything down and out. So that is the expansion. If you have natural breathing, then you address, you see easy rising, down, breathing in, expanding, breathing out. Try to look at the young kid or a baby, or that. You learn on the way to keep our bellies in, and then what happens is the chest goes up and you breathe in. Not much happening here. So we have to learn, a lot of us, to let it all happen from here. So then you engage the diaphragm. There's also a muscle, so you have to practice that muscle. Singers, musicians who work with breathing, they know about this. People who have to project, they know actors, they know about this. But most of us, they don't.
It's not so easy when you're
What?
walking along.
It's not easy.
It's not easy to remember to do this, or even.
But, I mean, at a certain point, the brain is not involved in it. Again, this is learning. If you have to learn this, so you have to engage your brain with this.
It's learning
It's learning a
practice.
skill. At a certain point, like I don't have to think about this anymore. So your brain doesn't have to be engaged actively to do it. It goes by itself. The body.
They just didn't practice doing it.
So there's breathing. There's one thing you learn in Tai Chi. Breathing with your diaphragm and your belly. Okay. So now, of course, there are moves. So now we're going to do a move. And that is, the first move is the opening of the Tai Chi form. That is, you breathe in. You can imagine there's a huge balloon. You breathe in, the balloon expands, and your hands are pushed up by that balloon. A little extra air, and the fingers fall out. And then the balloon reflects, your hands go back. Again, some air in, your fingers pop up, breathing in. And then the balloon deflates, you exhale. Up, breathe in. Breathing in, arms float up, breathe in. Good. Breathe out. Up, breathe in. And okay. So, now, first the legs. So there's movement, right, going on with the Tai Chi, and then shifting from one side to the other. As a leg. So you actually even do a bit of breathing. You breathe in, and then you breathe out, and you go to the other side. Breathing in up, and breathing out. All your weight is in. If you're well balanced, breathing in, breathing out, and lift the other leg up, press no weight in without falling over. That's another aspect of Tai Chi. Sit down, and again, breathing in, breathing out. So this is another practice. We can improve that. Now,
This is good for the brain, too.
That's what the
right. Now you get to learn how to move. So you breathe in, then you turn up the toes, and then you breathe out. Bring the other foot next to that leg. Another leg, but has no weight, goes around. And then you sit kind of in the middle. And now, this leg, push and turn. Actually, we should turn our backs. Okay, so here the three of us. So you look at us. First we shift to the left. Forget about breathing for now. Don't make it too complicated. So you shift all your weight in the left leg. Then you turn up the left leg. Then you bring all your weight in the right leg. Put in the left.